Well, exactly 9 minutes past 9 and 51 seconds. Right here, live from the studios of 91.9 Friends FM across the world, across the airwaves of the City of Joy, across YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch, Twitter, and of course, right there on LinkedIn. Everybody, a big, big hello to all of you all. Butterfly, hi there. Love that name. Just joined us. And tonight is very, very special because you can see that gentleman with that great smile. You know, he puts his hand on his chin and then he's having the smile coming on. Well, we have none other than DJ Akash Rohira. You know why I'm adding that surname? Because there could be a lot of Akashes around the country, but this is the one and only DJ Akash Rohira, who has completed in June this year 24 years of DJing. Now, first of all, tell me, you know, you seem till chilled out here, like kali start kiya hua hai. So, Akash, first of all, how does it feel? 24 years.
Yes, I agree with you. It actually feels like it just started yesterday. And when we say 24, it feels like yaar, bahut umar ho gaya. But no, not exactly.
Buda to lagte nahi ho, ekdam young lagte ho, and I'm sure you get a lot of proposals from girls coming up many a time.
We'll talk that off air.
Okay, so 24 years ago, what was the year, what was the day, and how did it start? You know, like, jaise hota na, either DJing starts off where I really want to do it, or it starts off by mistakes. You know, chalo, kar liya, ek baar kar liya, interested ho gaya, let's get going. So, what is your start of the story 24 years ago? Means, literally, I would say 1998, 99, right?
Exactly, 1998. Actually, technically, how it started was a very, as you said, you know, it happens by accident. So, it was actually an accident where we were having a New Year's party. Friend said, "Yaar, apne ko music play karna hai, what to do?" And that time, you know, when you used to say DJ, a lot of people used to wonder DJ hota kya, because nobody knew exactly. Only thing they knew is two nightclubs. Okay, there are two guys who are playing behind the console, and they are someone who spins music. Okay, disc jockey. That's it. Even people did not know exactly what the job of a DJ is.
Absolutely.
So they said, mix karna hai, theek hai, what to do? Akash, tu ek kaam kar, tere ko music ka bahut shauक hai. You have a lot of collection of music. I used to collect cassettes, and that time CDs used to be damn expensive. So I used to have a couple of CDs in my house.
You know, when I started, it was only cassettes. There were no CDs.
I remember that. By the way, let me tell you, when he started, after a couple of years, we used to watch him. He used to mix around in the cassettes, and how I remember, you used to pencils and rewind those cassettes and
you know, that was, I still remember, February 1983. You know, we all start in somewhere or another, and it just goes to another level. So today, when I see everybody on high-tech consoles and the works, I still remember the time, yaar, main to cassette bajata tha. Abhi to high-tech kitna ho gaya. Anyhow, carry on with this story.
No, but about talking about high-tech, I want to tell you a funny incident. Like, talking about high-tech, even I started on two normal CD players.
Okay.
So it was just two normal CD players playing and some cassette player playing.
So play karo, mix karo, play karo.
Pause karo.
Mera time mein to mixer bhi nahi tha. You know what? I started on a cosmic system. I still remember it was February 1983. Calcutta Swimming Club, that too by mistake. I used to go, you know, just after class 10, bike mana tha, so I used to go on Saturday nights to listen to music because I love music. And suddenly one of the nights, the DJ had one too many and fell asleep, music stopped.
Oops.
So I remember one of the lady committee members of the entertainment committee called me, Jimmy, you know, why don't you start DJing from next Saturday? So I said, yaar, mujhe kuch aata nahi. She just told me one, but you love music, I know that. I said, yeah, I love music. Bus, start DJing. So next Saturday I went with 6 audio cassettes. There was a Cosmic amp, there was a Sonodyne cassette deck, there was a Cosmic deck and 4 speakers. So ek song khatam hota tha, button dabao, dusra song start. That's the way it started.
So exactly this how it started for me for New Year's. So all the friends said, yaar, ek party karte hain. So we all decided for the party. theek hai, now who will do the music? उनको बकरा मिल गया, बकरा मेरे को बना दिया. Now you.
So this was the 31st night.
31st night. Before, actually, you know, I understood what I have to do in my career.
But tell me one thing is, before you understood what you had to do in a career, but you know, you had your music, you had your CD players, or there were some other CD players, and you had a little knowledge of music. I'm sure you loved music. Bus?
Love music. My entire, the book cupboard used to be filled with cassettes instead of books. And I used to be always told by my family कि भाई तू पढ़ाई वढ़ाई करेगा कि तू यही करेगा तू सीख कर तू cassettes बेचेगा.
Cassettes, you're filled with cassettes. I remember when I started off, I had 6 audio cassettes. That was my entire music collection. वो Indian company काला laser था. Laser cassettes. I had just 6 audio cassettes. I started on my first day of DJing. And trust me, I enjoyed myself. तो कैसे हुआ फिर 31st night को?
So a lot of friends they said ठीक है, I have 2 CDs, I have 2 cassettes, I have a couple of CDs. So I remember somehow we managed to get about 30 CDs and a couple of cassettes. The night went on somehow. I don't know what exactly I was doing. It was just like one track going on, suddenly stopping, the next track coming up. The night went off well, everybody danced. The thing went off, everybody was very happy. चल ठीक है, हो गया. The thing got died up for a couple of months. Suddenly, one of my friend was getting married. She was like, मेरे wedding में बजाएगा?
तो couple of months, माने 31st के बाद 3-4 महीना gap.
Yeah, because I never thought कि this like इसको करना क्या है. Okay. So my friend was getting married. She said मेरे wedding में बजाएगा, and I was like, बजाएगा? How? I don't know anything. बोला तो New Year, you played on New Year's, it was so nice. You can do it. I was like. सोच ले अगर कुछ होगा गड़बड़ I'm not responsible. So she was like no I'm sure nothing will go wrong. And I was informed well in advance about a month back. So somehow I got again got in hand a mixer, 2 CD players, the cassettes and all that, and I started practicing जो मेरे को आता था. And बस the story began. But yes, talking about technical, I need to tell you this. I still remember when we used to do this play and pause, tracks never used to mix.
Absolutely.
So this incident I still remember that when the first ever what happened is I played 2 tracks. Accidentally those tracks actually mixed into each other.
Wow.
And the changeover was like smooth. A small one. It was accident.
I can understand.
And I still remember it. 3 days I was jumping around and telling everybody, boss, मेरा आज एक track mix हुआ, मेरा एक track mix हुआ. So I still
बहुत कुछ होता रहता है, but whatever you say, Akash, all I have to say, you're truly dynamite. And that's the way it is. And we got this brilliant track coming up right here called Dynamite by BTS. And I'm going to be back with Akash right here with a lot of more conversation here, telling us about his 24 years of DJing and that too. Well, exactly 9:20, beautiful Friday night. And up with us we have DJ Akash, 24 years. And he was talking about the first time when he started DJing was a New Year party. And then after that, he was asked to play at a friend's wedding. But एक चीज पूछना है आकाश, you said now that first time by mistake को पता नहीं कैसे 2 songs mix हो गया. And do you remember those 2 songs?
Yeah, of course. One was Brazil. I very well remember because that was the in track. And I went into mix Sukhbir Ishq.
Oh,
though the tempos are little different,
but mix
but
हो गया.
the energy and all was same. So somehow those 10-15 seconds it got gelled together. And I still cannot get over it that when it got mixed hard, the changeover was smooth. And I was like for 3 days I was going around telling everybody, मालूम है मेरा track mix हो गया, मालूम है तो people
मेरा track mix हो गया.
Track mix हो गया. So
but उस बार tracks mix हो गया, फिर उसके बाद शादी भी, I mean शादी में खेला आपने. Then how did it kind of build up and suddenly you became the ace DJ in discos and it just carried on building up. How?
Performed at the wedding, it went off well. Got a lot of compliments from a lot of people, and then I decided कि something can be done with this also, because there was a lot of scope then. For the opening, people did not know. As I said, people did not know what a DJ was. I still remember my family members, couple of family members used to say, क्या करता है लड़का, बैंड वाला बन गया क्या? So it's a true incident. बैंड वाला बन गया. So it's a true incident. तो क्या करता है पीछे खड़ा है, क्या गाना ना गाता है क्या? So then we had to explain them. My dad used to tell them ki what exactly he is doing.
Okay.
And post that I got a couple of entry to the social clubs, because that time social clubs were the places where, as you said, CSC and all, social club were the places where the other crowd who could not, because as you know the nightclubs had membership then.
Absolutely, and they were restricted solidly.
And very limited nightclubs. So got a chance to play at social clubs, and luckily so things kept opening. And yes, actually the whole thing turned around exactly after 5 years.
Okay.
2003.
Okay, 2003. So 2003 mein, you were kind of here and there. So 2003, what happened?
I got to know about this thing coming up as a competition, which is War of DJs. That time it was in. and the winner was to fly down to Mumbai for the finale.
Absolutely.
And I got a chance to win Calcutta.
Wow.
Went on to Mumbai. I came second runner up there too.
Wow.
And then on, things changed for me. I got more seriously into it because the things kept opening for me from then.
Excellent. So it kept opening from 2003, which was nearly 19 years.
Exactly.
Means 4 years of little struggling, and then suddenly things opening up.
But honestly, I'm still struggling.
Okay, we're gonna have a lovely song coming up right here. This guy's amazing. It's by Pav Dharia. This one's called Senorita. You're gonna love this. Everybody's gonna love it right here on 91.9 Friends FM. This is Jimmy in conversation with DJ Akash. 24 years of DJing, and this is awesome. The world is hearing you. The City of Joy is hearing you, and everybody on the digital domain is also hearing you. But right now, Pav Dharia with Senorita. 9:33 and 48 seconds. You're hooked on to the only truly live station of the nation, 91.9 Friends FM, across the airwaves of the City of Joy, across the digital domain of 91.9 Friends FM, LinkedIn, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. You can see us, you can hear us, you can engage with us. And right now in the studios I have DJ Akash, 24 years, and wow, oh God, you know, next year silver wedding. I mean, sorry, next year.
Yes, of course. I don't know, of course, silver wedding with music for sure.
Absolutely, we'll be celebrating that, Akash, and make sure.
And believe me, this is going to be the best wedding ever.
So great. Okay, so 2003. You know, let's start talking about it. Start kicking off after you were runners-up in the War of the DJs, and it carried on. So what happened then? You know, how did you get that first break, which again catapulted you way above the War of the DJs also?
Coming back from the War of DJs, yes, you know, like, again a social club was kind enough to host me for a night, which was actually the first DJ Akash night.
Okay, so that night was called the DJ Akash night.
Yeah, and I don't know, I believe what the people told me that this was the first time they were actually having a proper night, just engaging a DJ whole and solely.
Okay, that place, that social club.
Yeah, that day.
Okay,
That
great.
was the first time they were holding
Saturday hoga pakka.
It was a Saturday night. And, you know, like, since this news came out that guy has won a War of DJs at the national level and he's come back to Calcutta. So, a lot of media coverage was given, and this night turned out to be one special night because we had about 850 people turning up that night.
Well, I'm just curious. What was the equipment you were using? Wahi CDs,
Same.
wahi button, cassettes, sab kuch. Chalo.
Because, no. In between this 5 years, I actually managed to collect a couple of, some money for myself. I flew down to Thailand.
Okay.
So, sorry.
Singapore.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I flew down to Singapore.
And picked yourself a unit.
I picked up myself a unit. It was Denon 1800.
Okay.
I very well remember.
Yes, 1800.
1800, so the white ones. And I came back and started using those.
Wow.
But still, I did not know how to use it.
I know it happens, don't worry, with all of us.
Because
you are trying, you're experimenting, your permutation, combination, chalo jitna ho sake kare.
Yes.
And I think that's the best way to actually know.
That show I did with my first Denon.
Okay.
And by that time I had learned how to mix tracks, but that knowing the BPMs properly, because
ghoda gadi ho jata beech mein.
Ghoda gadi, and you have used a Denon, so you know how Denon was like, those plus and minus if you did not manage it nicely. So I used to
hota rehta, not like the pioneers where you kind of grew and move.
Nowadays pioneers is very easy, just one button and your track mixes.
I know. now to I mean, mixing has become so easy. यार आपको डेनॉन भी नहीं चाहिए, आपको पायनियर भी नहीं चाहिए. एक लैपटॉप हो जाए, वर्चुअल डीजे हो जाए, बैठ के आप खाली बजाते रहो.
Exactly, like when I have just off late I have stopped taking classes, but when I used to take classes and I used to cover those BPM for my students, they were like, "Sir, देखने दीजिए ना." I was like, "Guys, you don't need this. If it's just about your ears, what you need.
You just need to years and balance it. I still remember, एक ट्रैक चल रहा है बाहर स्पीकर में, दूसरा हेडफोन में मॉनिटर हो रहा है, और जब बीट मैच कर रहा है छोड़ो. And now though still, you ask for a monitor, you get monitors, but that time I still remember, the moment you used to tell them कि 2 स्पीकर चाहिए, 2 स्पीकर क्या करेगा, एक स्पीकर में बजा लो. बहुत कुछ होता है.
So then on
Luckily,
there,
you know, there were monitors when I was started DJing at Calcutta Swimming Club. There were only 4 out speakers. Kaise bajaye, kya bajaye, but carry on playing. That was it. Yeah.
yeah, but see again, you know that you knew what you were doing, what you wanted to do. So you know, that's what I was. You know, I had thought कि मेरे को क्या करना है. Now my dream was to grow bigger,
So
to take
What
music to a next level, and then as I told you that social night went on.
social
well.
night के बाद क्या हुआ?
Social night के बाद offers started coming in, weddings came in.
Wow. Silver wedding anniversary. Yeah.
Yes, weddings started coming in, and then slowly I joined a nightclub, which was my first nightclub.
Yes, I think it was GP.
Absolutely, and
Okay.
I by the way, this nightclub reminds me of a couple of my incidents within the first week. The very day I joined, there was a big night supposed to happen, so I was to open that night,
Oh, wow.
which was like a dream come true for me. And by the way, the gentleman who is sitting next to me, we all DJs that time used to look up to him, and till date we look up to him. And that day, I remember I joined on a Thursday night, and Saturday evening, I was told that DJ Jimmy Tangri is going to come.
किसने बोला यार?
वो वाला चिट्ठी मिसिंग है, वो वाला slip missing है.
You know, but by the way, everybody watching us, everybody listening to us right now, we also have Animesh in the studios, who's actually managing the digital camera and Akash so well, yaar. Hats off to you, Animesh. तो कैसा करता है मुझे पता नहीं, but solid कर रहे हो. At least come a little bit, let people see you ना. थोड़ा सा इधर
नहीं,
आ
वो
जा.
कैसे करता है? मुझे एक सवाल तो इससे है, which I need to ask him. Animesh, by the way, guys, let me tell you, I still remember this thing when I asked Animesh, भाई तुम खाते क्या हो?
हाँ यार खाते क्या हो? Yes.
So नहीं, he asked me, क्यों आप ऐसा क्यों पूछ रहे हो? I was like, boss, I still remember one Durga Puja event where you guys were actually handling, I think, if I'm not wrong, that year you were doing about 100,
Yes, 100, yes.
Something special you were doing.
So tie-ups था तो, you know, in those couple of days, in that day, it just one into the other.
No, this guy, I gave him a count. He asked me, how come you know so much? You're following me. I was like, yesterday I was following you for a reason. This guy went to, I remember, 42 different places in one day.
होता है. अरे 42 तो less है, अभी तो ज़्यादा करता है.
अब वो कैसे करता है? That's very surprising. So hats off to you for that.
And I'm sure he owes it to his wife also. Okay, now to your story back again. So that night you were rocking.
Touch wood, then on, things kept on happening. Started meeting people in Mumbai, going to Mumbai, and a couple of nightclubs. And yes, during this period, while I joined this club, one new nightclub happened to me, which was in Hyderabad, which is they have been very kind to me. It's been my 15 years of association with them also.
Wow, that's nice.
We've just celebrated 15 years together.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yes. So
they have something here also.
they have
right?
a branch in Calcutta also.
Yes, it's like that British
Absolutely.
DS.
10 DS.
GP, DS.
I would
I'm
like to
just-
take these names because
Sure, go ahead.
these are
Golden Park, Downing
Golden
Street.
Park, London Pub, 10 Downing Street. These are some people. These are those clubs which have actually they actually made DJ Akash what he is today.
Great. That's what.
Punjab
amazing.
Club. I would never be
And tell me, Punjab Club, you play a lot of Punjabi music also, na?
absolutely.
Hardis.
And not only Punjabi, it's like the Punjab Club members.
And they know how to party, trust me.
They know how to party.
And I'll tell you, इतना एनर्जी है कि कभी आपको डर लग रहा है कि यार मैं गाना इससे और फास्ट कैसे करूं.
And the fast key story, though, if I come to fast to it till date also, we are playing Sukhbir at almost at a 140 BPM, and someone, the moment someone comes and tells you, "Bhai, kuch fast baja do."
I know.
That time you wonder,
I still
karna
remember.
kya hai?
I still remember. One person came to me. I said, "यार वो ओ गाना सुना." I said, "ओ गाना माने क्या है?" अरे यार ओ. And this was the kind of conversations, and same thing happens. Deadly dukku. यार कुछ fast बजा यार. तो मैं देख रहा हूँ भाई माने फास्ट अरे यार एकदम माने and he's dancing to this song also with energy से कुछ फास्ट बजा. That's what happens in life, yeah.
And then these people, not only.
So
I
tell
would
me one
just
thing:
say-
how many women fell in love with you while you were DJing? Because DJs are hot properties, na?
I don't know, but they all used to say, "You're very arrogant. You never look at us like you were like more engrossed in your music." And
I'm sure उसमें just trying to show यार माने
थोड़ा
you're
attitude
looking
देखना
at us
पड़ता
but look at us more.
थोड़ा attitude. See, this I learned from you.
I-
What to do exactly.
I never had an attitude. But But hold on, guys. It's going to be music time right now. We got this amazing Dua Lipa and Elton John coming up. And this track is going to rock you. We're going to be back after this song, of course, with
Direct Dilse with Jimmy.
Well, exactly 9:48 and 36 seconds right here on a beautiful Friday night. DJ Akash, 24 years, you're rocking and rolling, It's so nice the feeling must be, because he's waiting for a silver wedding and silver anniversary next year. So tell me one thing is 10 Downing Street, London pub, Golden Pub, if I'm not mistaken, all the names, Golden Park, itna naams aa jate hain. तो अब क्या हो रहा है? How do you feel all over the place, playing across the country, being outside, such a wide variety, big, really raving shows to marriage sangeets to, a mix of, I think you're one of the very few DJs who plays a mix across, Generally, a lot of DJs stick to a certain genre, or nahi yaar, main khali ye bajaunga, ye wo bajaunga, ya thoda bahut. But you actually, I think if we put you in any crowd, if we put you in a village, you'll make them dance, literally. Or, right from, the top icons to the village, you'll make people dance. So what is the secret of DJ Akash, kahan se kya karte ho aur kaisa pulse feel karte ho?
Bhai, actually, kya hai na, when you perform, you get money. Sindhi hu na, so I always know how to take it out. No, it's just a joke. I've always
But tell me one thing is, I noticed quite a few Sindhis are into DJing. How come? Kaise?
Because we had no work, so we thought yahi kar lete. No, I know. Yeah, it's actually very surprising that Calcutta has the maximum Sindhi DJs.
Okay.
And the most of the top ones are all Sindhis. It's a coincidence.
Vadi.
So
Hey, what do you call money in Sindhi? Money.
हाँ, पैसो.
Peso. But that
क्या
Marwadi.
करने पैसो वठी करे?
No. Marwadi is also called peso. Pisa.
Piso.
अरे piso और peso और बहुत बड़ा अच्छा ही है.
हाँ, तो पैसा वठी करे छा करने, ये पैसा वठी करे, पैसा खपे दे.
तो फिर पैसा का ही गाना बजाना चाहिए.
So no, jokes apart, I always have been like, since day one, the day I started, I always thought I would rather be a public DJ than a DJ who plays for self, because this is something you do to entertain people.
Okay.
Like if a person is getting you for a wedding,
You're going to entertain, I mean.
you have to entertain them, and once you are, you cannot do like, okay, in a wedding, somebody is hiring you and you want to do, no, I will only play this specific
नहीं
genre.
चलेगा.
Doesn't happen.
So इतने कुछ किए हो, शादी, DJ nights, discotheques across the country, across the world. Tell us some nice moments, some memorable moments Joe you can never forget, yaar.
See, moments wise, if I say, there's a huge list, and
Huge list मत करना, थोड़ा short list कर देना.
short list. As I told you, like the first nights were always special, like, playing for these social clubs. Of course, then my first New Year, the biggest New Year.
Okay.
There a couple of New Years I played, but again, I still remember RCGC. And that was a stage where I had I still remember 3,500, if I'm not wrong, 3,500 people on that night. And it was like, with the moment I went on stage, my hands started shivering.
होता है.
So it still does. Believe me, it still does. But yes, God has been kind, and people everywhere has been very kind. They have accepted me. Nights did go off well. Memorable ones. One which I will never forget, which is my trip to Malaysia, where I was performing for the King and the Queen of Malaysia. Now this comes as a surprise when you say King and Queen of Malaysia and playing Bollywood. They love Bollywood, and honestly, that was one of the most memorable tour when we went to the entire team from Mumbai flew into Malaysia to do this. Very special moments. There are small moments also which I cannot forget, like playing for Sonu Nigam's wedding.
Wow.
Right, and a couple of recent ones which we have done, like my trip to Africa where I was representing India and playing for the Indian crowd there. So these small moments are very special. Though for people may be small, but for us, these these events, these trips, they become very memorable.
Absolutely amazing. So if I have to ask you, Akash, what are your top favorite 5 songs right now? What comes in your mind? Anything.
you just played one of my favorite, Cold Heart.
Okay.
So, if I actually talk about five, I
No,
actually cannot-
anything. Just one में क्या आता?
randomly, see, the few tracks have always been my favorite. Like if you talk about a track like I Want to Break Free,
Okay.
Cold Heart, I'm more of a old school guy still.
Uh-huh.
So, in Punjabi, you name a track, it's playable.
Whoa.
That is there, but I would still say Punjabi MC.
Okay.
Nothing like Punjabi MC. That will be like, I'm talking about tracks which, which never fails.
Absolutely.
A track, Nitin Bhali. Unfortunately, we lost him, but
Absolutely.
by him, Nile Nile Ambar, which he sang.
We've lost quite a few people this year. And just 3 days back, another sensational singer, because my next hour is going to be dedicated to KK. And you won't believe it, right here on direct Dilse. I remember there were 3 proposals. Unknown people to unknown people, and the song which I played after that unknown proposal was a song of KK. And those proposals clicked. Not just thanks to the proposal, but thanks to the song and the mood which was created. So music can do so much,
Talking about KK, see, we've the 90 kids have all grown up listening to him undoubtedly.
Absolutely. I still remember Yaro Dosti, Pal, so many songs,
See, there are a couple of tracks of KK, which, since we've come to talk about music now, and 2 or 3 tracks, which if I tell you these tracks, they never fail on the dance floor. Kya Mujhe Pyar Hai? Tu Hi Meri Shab Hai? Kya Mujhe Pyar Hai is one track I can bet on.
And I tell you, the audience sings with it, when the chorus comes in.
I can bet on it. This song, in case you play it, it can never fail.
Mane kabhi bhi, kahin bhi bhi, people will love it, people will jump to it, people will sing along with it. Yeah.
And just before the lockdown, I did a wedding event with KK, and this gentleman was like a third gentleman.
Absolutely.
I used
you
to
know
meet
what?
him-
He's one of the most humblest performers I've come across. So loving, so close. In fact, Animesh did an interview with him where Animesh was teaching Animesh how to sing, and the interview just now we played it back. Literally, he was singing the lines and Animesh was following. I said, "Haan, thoda bahut improve kar rahe ho." I still remember that.
And imagine you meeting a guy after almost a year, and I'm meeting the gentleman in a show after almost about 10 months, and still he's like, Akash, how have you been? How is music doing with you? Abhi kya remixes kar rahe ho? So, that is like...
I strongly believe in one thing, and I think KK has shown the way also. However big you are, however great you are, if you're humble and down to earth, a super success like him. He used to sing from the heart, not just from the voice.
In fact, this year we lost not only KK, we lost a lot of people. In fact, I still miss one gentleman with whom I have done about couple of
Shows.
songs at Bapida. And again, he was one of the most humble guy.
Absolutely.
And
you know what? However down he was, or however old he was getting, when he used to come on, he used to be with all the energy. Mane wo mic leta tha, jo bhi hai bhai, I have come today, crowd idhar mujhe enjoy karna hai.
Old.
I don't think it is in the dictionary.
Never. When I remember my first meeting with him, I met him in a hotel room in Calcutta, where he wanted to discuss one project with me, which we did, a song called Boka Chor for him. It was a movie, it was an original release. So he called me to the hotel, and we sat down, and 20 minutes, this gentleman, the way he spoke about music, the way he spoke to me, what exactly he wanted, I was thinking I was talking to someone, of who's of my age, his thought about music, his knowledge about music. And believe me, I cannot put into words. Like my experiences, as you said, not talking about music, my experience with these people has been immense, memorable ones. And meeting some of these legends, I can never forget.
Absolutely. I'm just talking about any lovely memory with KK since you've performed, on stage, and, maybe done the opening acts, and, played and got him on, and, with all that. Anything which you remember, which you can share with us today?
Memorable one just would be, as I told you, he met me, he said, Akash, what is how are you, and kya ho raha hai? And I still remember when he was going on stage. So I said, Dada, mera gana. So बोला कौन सा? I said दादा क्या मुझे? हाँ हाँ होगा तेरे लिए होगा.
Wow.
So when he sang this and he turned around to me, for you.
Wow.
It was a wedding, so like.
No, but can I tell you honestly, it's really honor that यार देखो मैंने कुछ बोला गाना जब गा रहा था, he remembered and he turned around and said for you,
Yeah, so those moments will be, or like when these things happen.
I still remember Top Shots. I remember when I first met Shah Rukh. I still remember it was at Xavier's Happy New Year, and I know Farah very well. So Farah came out of a Mercedes and said, "Hi, Jimmy," and she came and gave me a hug. And by the way, and that's Shah Rukh either. I got zapped. By the way, my friend Jimmy, and that's the first time I met him. Then next time when he came for the other movie, Dilwale, I think so. So I was
City Center, if I'm not
no
wrong.
Dilwale. The Taj Bengal was the press conference,
okay,
and then this was on one of the football grounds, huge.
Okay.
So I was there at the press conference. I was, I was interacting and conducting, and you won't believe me. He just came out and Kajal was behind him and he said, "Hey, hi Jimmy, how are you doing?" So I was zapped because there was at least, I think 2014 and 2016, 2-3 saal ka difference. He remembers and he remembered my name. I was zapped, because, he meets lakhs and millions of people daily, and we are, like a small drop in the ocean. Yaar. Lakho Jimmy ko mil raha hoga.
No.
But this is what I call a true humble person, and that's what all these beautiful people are about.
No, since I'll just quickly tell you about this, since you spoke about this, memorable incident. One evening, late evening, I get a call, and I pick up this call, and the other voice from sends Akash ji. I was like, हाँ जी, मैं राशिद खान बोल रहा हूँ, and मैंने बोला हाँ बोलिए. Till that time, I had no clue who this gentleman is. I had no clue because I did not have the number saved. So मैंने हाँ बोलिए. मेरा एक ट्रैक है, उसको थोड़ा सा कुछ काम करना है. नहीं, remix नहीं,
काम कर रहा है.
There was some programming needs to be done and the track had to be in, it had to release during Durga Puja.
Okay.
So I was like, ठीक है सर, हो जाएगा, but आपसे मतलब कैसे क्या? Then he says, he spoke about the song for 2 minutes. Then he said, ठीक है, आप मेरा नंबर रख लो, मैं आपसे मेरा आपका प्रोग्राम है, मेरे को फोन कर लेगा and आप सेव कर लो. तो I don't know what struck to me. I said, दादा आप बोले मैं उस्ताद राशिद खान. And I was like, for 2 minutes I went silent. My phone was like on.
होता है, बहुत लाइफ में होता है.
But then on these people, Usha Didi, Rashid ji, after meeting these people, you feel like, boss, हमने तो अभी लाइफ में कुछ किया ही नहीं है.
Absolutely.
Long way to go.
The humble and the simplicity for all these iconic people are amazing. And इन लोग से हम लोग को बहुत कुछ सीखना है. I always strongly believe.
Ustad ji, Tanmayda. I still remember Tanmayda meets me and he's like, the moment you meet him, you are like, boss, are you meeting someone who sits at that level of a concert and does concerts where thousands of people come to see him and you're meeting him, you don't even realize who that gentleman is.
Yeah. And he's so, every time he meets up, he's so humble, down to earth, Kaunachan Bhalo, smiling, and as if he's a good friend.
Yeah, he just says, aur bhai, kaisa hai? And bhai,
see, what happens is I strongly believe all these big iconic people who have been humble, down to earth and simplicity have truly rocked. They are what I call humane performers. Not just कि यार एक बार ऊपर चला गया तो बॉस ये कहाँ पे है नीचे, that way. But these people will meet, these people will interact, these people will even sit with you and maybe on a roadside stall have a bhan of chai with you, if they have to. And this is what I call simply, Akash, you've got a lot of that, by the way. But we are going to be playing a beautiful song, and I want you guys, everybody, to stay hooked and stay tuned, because this is 91.9 Friends FM और दिल से ही बात हो रहा है DJ Akash के साथ, who's celebrating 24 years this month of his beautiful, amazing DJ journey.
You are hooked on to Direct Dilse with Jimmy.
Well, exactly 7 minutes past 10 and 04 seconds. Beautiful night of Friday night right here on Direct Dilse, only on 91.9 Friends FM, across the airwaves and across the digital domain. Right here with DJ Akash, who completes 24 years in DJing in the city of joy. Akash, you've been an amazing DJ, playing a wide variety of music, but also you've actually created your own music. You've produced your own music. You've created songs which have been independent releases, I would say. Tell us a little bit about it. How come being a DJ, you suddenly got into some amazing music which you created. You know, songs which you remixed, which you've kind of
I went to meet him in his office. He said, "Tu aaja, बैठते बात करते हैं, क्या करना है future का." I wanted to do an album. So I went to his office, sitting down, 2:30 I enter his office, sitting down, chit-chatting, having a cup of coffee. Suddenly, and I would like to definitely name him Warki. Suddenly he tells me, एक काम कर आकाश, तू रुक, तू कॉफी पी, मैं आ रहा हूँ, एक मीटिंग करके आ रहा हूँ. He gets up, 3 o'clock, goes to the other room, and he comes back and tells me, he rushes back and tells me, सुन, एक काम आया है. मैं बोला बोलो. बोलता है, एक रिमिक्स करेगा? I was like, हाँ ठीक है. I was very casual, कर देता हूँ. बोला, मैं बोला कब करना है? बोला अभी करना है. I was like, you kidding me? बोला नहीं, I want it today by evening. I said, I looked at his face like this and I was like, Varki, are you seriously telling? बोला हाँ करना है. I said ठीक है, give me the open files. बोला no, from here you have to go to Andheri, from there you have to studio से तेरे को collect करना पड़ेगा, collect करके तू फिर करके दे. बोला you kidding me? 3:30 you're telling me you need to do this ये वो करके, you know, and तू time waste कर रहा है, जा. तो I said ठीक है. I reached, picked up the acapella, went to my studio, started work, called up my friend. I said, just programmer, I told him, यार तू क्या कर रहा है? बोला भाई बोल. मैं बोला अभी काम पे बैठना है. तो he was like, तू पागल हो गया क्या, अभी बैठना है? मैंने नहीं, आज ट्रैक कंप्लीट करना है. तो बोला ठीक है, तू आ, देखते हैं, कुछ करते हैं हम लोग. I went, we started on the work. Then I called up Varki. I said, भाई ऐसा है कि टाइम लगेगा, I'll give it to you. We sat down the whole evening and all that. By 2 a.m. we finished the track. 2 a.m. and I sent this scratch to him at 2:30 in the night. I WhatsApp him the track. This guy calls me at 3:15. He said, "Amazing track, let's go. Master me the track." Believe me, and 3:15 he's telling me. So I was like, "What were you doing?" तो बोला नहीं, तेरा track आया, ting बजा, I heard, so I just picked up. Then अभी मेरे को master copy लाके दे. I said, कब चाहिए? बोला सुबह चाहिए. I was like, are you joking with me? बोला नहीं चाहिए. I said ठीक है, 9 o'clock the studio opens. I'll go to the mastering studios because you know mastering, hardware mastering होगा because it's a release. And I went to the studios, got it mastered, somehow rushed. This movie was called Virsa.
Okay.
Raj Babbar's son and Gulshan Grover. And this movie, the track was called Yada.
Okay.
The music was by Jawad Ahmed, and I can never forget this rush which happened.
Wow.
This followed by a second release the same day. Okay. Same thing he did with me. This time it was a track by Sunidhi Chauhan. Okay. Which I did for a movie. And he made me do the same thing again, repeat. And third day I did not go to meet him. I said, I'm not coming to you.
So this was the start off on creating music. So then you did quite a bit of it, and you're still doing quite a bit of it. So what were your best moments when you created music, and what are the best moments that are going to be coming up?
See, moments for creating music have been a couple of them. One track which is very close to me was Ami Bhi Bangali Ache.
Okay, yes, I remember.
Which I will never forget in my life because it happened by, or like all of a sudden. We penned down this. I penned down this song in English. I asked my friend to convert it into Bengali. It was converted. The music was created. Where I had about 22 personalities from Calcutta, and you name it, and they were all there.
Absolutely, I know that.
And I don't want to start the list because if I miss anyone, someone will go to meet me. But yes, Nilanjana Bhabi was the person behind this who took out the idea. And Arjun Da and Bhabi and both of them were like, "Isko karte hai." And then I got in touch with everyone. And all these 22 people were kind enough. We had a
big
shoot
names,
in one day.
I know.
And we had a shoot in one day, which Kaushik Q, everyone knows him by the name Q.
Absolutely.
He was directing the movie and the video. And I still remember his statement, "Bhai, how did you manage to get 22 people on the same day at the same venue?" I was like, "Pata nahi bhai, maybe ye pyar hai, and this is what I have got. This is what I have earned in my life. I don't know about anything else." That shoot happened. That song went on to become a rage. And yes, again the love from the people and the people who came down to shoot. That was I still want to thank them who all came down, and the kind of love they gave. That was immense.
Amazing. Super, super, super amazing. We're going to be back with great music, but we're going to be back also talking to DJ Akash after this song.
You are hooked on to Direct Dilse with Jimmy.
Well, exactly 20 minutes past 10 and 03 seconds with DJ Akash right here in the studios, absolutely live. Well, he's taking us through his journey of 24 years in DJing, and trust me, lots and lots and lots of more left. 25, 50, 75, 100, and you'll still be rocking. I don't know what will be the technology that time. Maybe you'll have holograms with, and you'll be just, kind of swinging holograms. Well, right now, before we get on, Akash, I think we're going to do something crazy. We got this lovely cake on behalf of 91.9 Friends FM. A big congratulations to you with lots and lots and lots of love.
Thank you.
So, Akash, let's get you to cut it. And I won't say happy birthday, but I'll say happy 24 years, amazing journey. Keep on at it, keep rocking, because that's what you're all about, with lots and lots of love from Team Friends FM, from the City of Joy, from the world, and everybody watching us right now. They can see it on screen with lots and lots of love. Let's cut it.
Before I do this, it's thank you for this wonderful surprise. I am left with no words. And this is dedicated to everyone, each and everyone who have been my support, my backbone, my pillar. Thank you for being so kind to me, and hope this kindness continues forever. Thank you. This is to you all.
Amazing, amazing. Now wait, Akash. I think I'm going to give you that. I'm very bad at this, but let's kind of... आराम से मुंह पूरा खोलना यार, 24 साल हो गया. Managed it. I love this. I love this. 24 years, right here, celebrating in the studios, guys. Direct Dilse, heart to heart. That's what life is all about. And Animesh. Great. Animesh is also here. He's been running the camera. And of course, मैं तो थोड़ा बहुत खाएगा, ज़्यादा नहीं खाऊंगा, because...
Oh. And yes, of course, this is to everyone watching us. Thank you very much.
I think... Wow. This is so wonderful. Akash, 24 years going, 25 years coming. So, what do we expect from DJ Akash as he moves forward? And by the way, not this Saturday, next Saturday, the 11th, you're going to be hearing DJ Akash on Clubbing with Friends. 3 hours of amazing mixes Akash is going to be doing right here, right there, playing for your clubbing music never heard before. Trust me. You're going to have the God of DJs right here in the studios playing for you all right there on Clubbing with Friends. Not this Saturday, that's Saturday the 11th. Way in advance, I'm telling you all. So guys, get hooked from 11 p.m. right till 2 a.m. So Akash, 24 years, 25 years. What would you like to share? What would you like to tell the world? What would you like to speak from your heart, Direct Dilse?
Well, I would just say one thing only, as I said, thank you for being so kind to all my well-wishers, my fans, my family, of course, to everyone, to you all, you all are my extended family and always been behind me, supporting me in whatever I have done, whether it's a release of a track or whatever. All I would like to say is I have not planned my next year though, but at the same time, yes, a lot of things are going into my mind. I am planning a lot of official releases which are coming my way, which are already on the way.
Good. We're gonna premiere it and we're gonna break it on the station.
Absolutely. Who else? And yes, couple of surprise events lined up.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
Which I'm looking forward to. Couple of travel plans too.
Wow. Yeah, you're gonna be having a wild time this year.
And yes, 25 years. I'm definitely going to celebrate with everyone.
Amazing.
I'm sure. I have something in my mind. I just hope it works out. Where I would like to do something for the entire Kolkata.
Amazing.
Which, of course, we are doing it on next Saturday also. But this is going to be more special, where I want to see them face to face.
Absolutely.
Something in my mind, but let's see how it goes.
I'm sure it's going to be rocking and super rocking. So, what would be your message right now to the world, to the people of the City of Joy, to the people of the country, to people of the state, and across the world who's watching you right here on our digital domain, as well as hearing you on radio?
thank you to everyone who have joined us on all the platforms and for all the lovely messages which has come in. I could not reply to everyone, but yes, thanks to everyone. Just a simple message that keep listening to music, keep supporting music, keep supporting artists, and बस डायरेक्ट दिल से यही कहना है कि यार हंसते रहो, खुश रहो, म्यूजिक सुनते रहो और जिंदगी एंजॉय करते रहो एंड झूमते रहो.
Zindagi enjoy karte raho, jhoopte raho. I'm going to be, ending this beautiful session with an amazing track by Rowdeep, who's all the way from Azerbaijan. He's an amazing DJ, and trust me, what a beautiful track to end with called Dreaming. The dreams you have, Akash, I'm sure you're going to put a lot of them into reality as you come forward.
And Jimmy, yes, I just want to say to you also and to everyone, he has been an inspiration to a lot of people, and keep inspiring a lot of the way you are inspiring. And yes, encouraging every artist the way you do. Thank
Absolutely.
you very much.
I think all
Thank
of us
you,
are a
Animesh.
small family. And Akash, keep rocking. Wish you all the best. 24 to 25, 25 to 50, 50 to 75, 75 to 100. Just carry on.
I don't know about those, but yes, I would just say a big thank you, 91.9 Friends FM. When you say this tagline, Frequency Friends Ki, now I know why they say Frequency Friends Ki.
Wow. Really, really great, Akash. It was so nice having you. And with Rowdeep, we are saying dreaming, and may all your dreams come true.